And let me tell you something about Kenya and basically about Africa. Kenya, we have we have actually faced the impacts of climate change so drastically. And let me list a few droughts. Right now, Kenya, up to 2.1 million people are facing the impacts of droughts. Just recently, we were impacted by the impacts of floods. All the lakes within the Rift Valley, that is within Kenya, they were affected by floodings. And these have correlated very, very well with the surface or the rise in surface temperatures that we have experienced globally. And also we have seen the locust invasions. So climate change has actually resulted to some of these zoonotic kind of diseases and some of these pests encroaching into areas where they were drastically not seen previously, but now they are. So the impacts of climate change in Kenya, we have seen it firsthand. And just recently, a UN-released report showed that by 2050, all the glaciers found within the East African countries will be extinct by 2050. That is Mount Kenya within Kenya, Mount Kilimanjaro, which is in Tanzania, and Mount Ruwenzori, which is in Uganda. So the glaciers are expected to become extinct by 2050. So this is one of the effects of climate change, and we are calling upon the government to scale up its effort towards ensuring that the people of Africa, and specifically Kenya, are not impacted by these what we call climate change effects.
So, Kinyanjui, some critics of the annual global meeting that's taking place in Glasgow say the leaders have speeches, but they haven't really addressed the issue. From an African perspective, what do you see happening in Africa to address the issue of environmental damage and resulting from the climate change?
Thank you so much for that. And let me say it pains us a lot because you have seen in the COP26 just recently some of the top 5 polluters in the world not being able to participate in this important meeting. Here I'm talking about China, Russia, and Brazil. And yet they contribute up to 80% of the greenhouse gases emissions. When you talk about Africa, we only contribute up to 2 to 3% of the greenhouse gases emissions, and yet we are the ones who are supposed to participate more. They're the ones who are actually polluting. In Africa, we have done a lot in terms of ensuring that we move away from the emissions of greenhouse gases, and specifically Kenya is known globally. Kenya is ranked number 8, that is in the world, and also number 1 in Africa in terms of using green or geothermal energy. So this one tells you that Africa is doing a lot, but the foreign countries are not doing a lot. Just recently, we had Gabon being given around 17 million US dollars as part of the carbon credits. So this one tells you that we are actually pulling up our socks, but these developed nations, they are not playing their part. And yet they're telling us to cut our carbon emissions. And yet you can see in the Green Climate Fund, they have not yet even reached the 100 billion.
Now,
they are right.
Okay.
They have, yeah.
Very briefly, you're only 34 and you've been advocating for climate change, steps to be taken. How do you want, in summary, how do you want people to know that this is important?
Yes, thank you so much for that. Through my organization, that is Climate Change Kenya, and also through a consultancy firm I'm working with, that is EED Advisory, I've been trying to create awareness through the government institutions and also the local people communities living within my area. Specifically, my community have been affected by the impacts of climate change. I've been trying to create awareness in terms of not keeping too many livestock, because livestock have been known to emit methane, which is one of the most potent greenhouse gases. Right now, I'm encouraging the communities to embrace the use of biogas so that the cow dung that is generated from the livestock can actually be used in a much more sustainable way, reducing the release of methane gases in the atmosphere.
Mr. Koimburi, thank you very much for talking to us. Kinyanjui Koimburi is a scholar in agroclimatology and energy expert and founder of the Climate Change Kenya organization. He joined us via Skype from Nairobi.